Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world today. Evening time here, so I'm doing this video for tomorrow. So it'll be up and ready for you guys. The test at the end will be up in the written section up above. So you can take that quiz and find out what your Master Chakra is at the end. And then if you want to let me know down in the comments what your results were, great. I can get you out a booklet. Just put booklet in there if you want to find out more about your Master Chakra. Okay? So, chakras are energy centers within our body, right? And knowledge of the chakra system comes from the Vedic culture of India, which has a long spiritual tradition, and the chakras have been a major part of the philosophy of life for the people there. This philosophy has a both scientific aspect and what we consider to be a religious one as well. But here, when I say source or God or anything like that, just know that this is not religious. It's your higher power, whatever you consider to be your higher power. Yeah, so where was I? So here I want to go over a brief overview of all the chakras again and the colors. So we had the red, right? Red is your root chakra, and that's right in the back of your lower spine. It represents the physicality of things and the physical aspects of the world. The human body as it connects to the physical world. And then you have the orange, which is just right here. And then that is the joy of expansion and creativity, the seat of sexuality. Then you have the yellow, and the finding of your identity, ego, and power in the human body. Then you have the green, which is right here. Green. I had to think for a minute. Think green, you're harsh. That this is the place where the material and the spiritual mix. You experience love and the unity of the spirit and matter. The divine, or your higher power, and humanity in the same body. Blue, where you speak what you've discovered about the world, and verbal self-expression and enlightenment expression. Purple, expression of truth in terms of beauty, visions from the mind's eye. And then you have the violet. When you've expressed art, you see everything as a whole community, continuous within yourself. You feel connected with the source and the peace and the oneness within yourself and others. So, this is the expansion. This is where expansion usually happens. So, let's get into the Master Chakras. We have the reds, and these are your natural leaders who knows where people should be going and what they should be doing at any given time. They are always one step ahead of everyone else in terms of seeing the big picture of things, and knowing what needs to be done to get there. They stay in the moment. They move quickly in an emergency to make sure everyone is okay and prevent problems before they happen. So that's a little bit about the reds. We're going to go into the oranges now with the Master Chakras. And the oranges, they don't recognize rules. They allow limitations, or they don't allow limitations to keep them from enjoying their joy and their peace. They don't like hearing no at all. And they work on seeing your light and happiness so you can say yes to them if they need you to help them out. They want to be the life of the party. So that's a little bit about the oranges. The yellows disregard all mental activity if it does not lead to the higher mind and their one singular goal. They reach for the highest ideal and the greatest goals. They can invent any structure, sacred joy, or means to get there if given time. They can build a time machine. They can reach their dreams. They find better ways to get from point A to point Z. Because they truly do care. And to have their way accomplished, they find the maps, make them, or synchronize from yours. Synchronize from yours. If I can talk today and get the right words out. So this is just a little bit about the yellows. The greens never stop striving to find a solution to a problem. Because systems that don't work are challenges, and they set up systems to help people succeed. They love to find balance, impact it to others, and mend, fix, or make whole that which doesn't seem to be working. That is what a green is. Blues are not just teachers. They are masters of the art of teaching. It's the cause of knowledge, and that it can transform lives that keeps them going and moving forward. They draw knowledge out of you and help you understand what you need to know next in your path. It is likely that when a blue talks, he or she will simultaneously teach from the enlightenment of the student. Sorry, my phone started ringing, kind of got me off guard there. This is not the goal of others unless they are trying to get a point across. It is the blue Master Chakras default. The aim of the one who wishes to balance what is with what isn't is given to them, so everyone may see they hold both oppositions in their hands. Blues are passionate about equality, being fair and just. This is just to name a few about the blues. And then you have the purples. Purples are masters of song and dance. That's what they are. They are masters of the song and dance. As such, they use the flow and movement of the body and sound and light to create performance so that people can grow in spirit, evolve, learn more about themselves and others, and just generally get along. They might recite a poem. They might dramatize their conversations. This is just a little bit about the purples. The violets let everyone else go first and are able to become any of the other Master Chakras in order to help them to do their jobs. They perform service acts to help the world get back to normalcy. They will do anything it takes to assist the world in this process. Violets have an especially keen sense of understanding of how things work together and what is needed to uplift and heal the world and its people. So that's just a little bit about each chakra. Now, like I said, I'm going to put the quiz up above, and it'll have like a few questions on it, and after each question there's like 7 answers. Pick one of the 7 answers out of for each question. You only get one answer out of each question, and then at the end you can tally it. But before I give you the tallying for each one of them, so you can tally it up, I want to talk about the Master Chakra traps, because there's traps also for these chakras, Master Chakras. And the traps of each Master Chakra describe ways in which you tend to be out of alignment with your gifted self. Identify which key traps seem to fit you best overall is another step in the process of seeing which soul ray you were born on. You may not resonate with each trap listed. It's more about identifying the whole picture, and there are so many more traps that aren't even identified in this. Some of the red traps, though, are larger than life, just like in their gifts, but they can be an angry, forceful beast if they want to be, focused on themselves, egotistical, blaming everyone else instead of taking responsibility. They could be loud or quiet about it. This will all be more of it inside the workbook thing for each color, whichever color you come up with. And if you want the workbook, just let me know. Oranges and their traps don't have the ability to stop moving to the next thing. On and on and on. They never stop moving, and because of that, when they can't achieve something great, they're stuck. If they didn't stick with anything long enough, or they have to run from trouble, creating situations where people turn against them because they're broken so many rules and didn't have proper boundaries set. Okay, the yellows, some of their traps are disregarded. They disregard their feelings, and can use their ego to get what is wanted by being able to disregard yours. Anything is possible when you have no feelings and don't care about the other person's. The sky's the limit, because any behavior would then be possible. More, yellows could isolate themselves from the community. These are just a few of the traps of the yellows. The greens focus too much on the process of things, which is always going to be their first love, but still, when they walk too far away from the human element involved, they can treat people like objects. They only care about what they're doing with them and forget to care about the person, him or herself. Greens become unorganized in their traps. So that's just some of the traps for the greens. Blues and their traps might think you are stupid because you can't understand things the way that they do. They can't think, or they can think they are above others because of their knowledge. They can even be like this with other blues. They sometimes forget to be emotional, forget about how to come from love when teaching wisdom. So that's just some of the blues. And purples, some of their traps are gaining material compensation for their work to the point where it affects the work, and degrades it. This can happen in any number of ways. Either they stop caring or stop creating great stuff because they're so focused on mastering it, or they figure out from having been able to command big ticket prices in the past that they can pass off lesser creations as better. So that's just kind of some of the Now violets, their traps, some of their traps, they kind of keep them stuck, have a penchant for sacrificing themselves in their traps. They think it's what they need to do, not take care of themselves and not take care and only take care of someone else. But then they blame that person for their own missing pieces, pieces that went missing while they were too busy to help themselves. Violets get walked on by others when they don't set boundaries and empower themselves to choose who to help and who to ignore. So that's just a little bit about the violets. Now, and these will be in the workbook as well, whatever color you are. I will have that, and I will just do that workbook just for you for that color for right now. Now, if you're inside the membership, it'll have the whole workbook there for all the colors. So the answer to the quiz, the questions, number one question is, when you walk into a room, if you pick number 1 for that, it would be red, 2 is a yellow, 3 is a blue, 4 is a violet, 5 is an orange, 6 is a green, and 7 is a purple. Question 2, at a concert, 1 is a yellow, 2 is a red, 3 is a green, 4 is an orange, 5 is a violet, and 6 is a purple, and 7 is a blue. Question number 3 is how to react when you're having a really bad day, or how you react when you're having a really bad day. 1 is a violet, 2 is a green, 3 is a blue, 5 is a red. I just messed that up. Whoa, wait a minute. 1 is a violet, sorry. 2 is a green, 3 is a blue, 4 is a red, 5 is a purple, 6 is an orange, and 7 is a yellow. And then, question number 4. You are passionate about, 1 is an orange, 2 is a blue, 3 is a green, 4 is a yellow, 5 is a purple, 6 is a red, and 7 is a violet. Question 5 is, in the presence of others, 1 is green, 2 is purple, 3 is red, 4 is violet, 5 is yellow, 6 is blue, and 7 is orange. So whichever one that you have the more of, that is your Master Chakra. And if you would like to know more about your Master Chakra, if you would like that workbook on just your Master Chakra, because go ahead and comment down below, what is your Master Chakra? What did your quiz come back with as? And I will get that out to you. And if you want the whole thing so you can find out what your friends are too, it'll be inside the membership. So have a blessed day, all.